Hello, welcome to PVC Cladding and the PBSL Group. One of the products that we get asked about most is our external white PVC cladding. We've made a little mock-up here to show you the differences in the two styles of claddings that we offer, and also the trims that you use around the outside to put the system together. You can quite clearly see there are two very different effects that you can achieve with our different styles of cladding. On this side we have a 150 shiplap board, and the shiplap refers to this overlap section here. On this side we have a 100mm V joint board, and as you can see the lines on the V joint are a lot closer together. When it comes to the installation process for PVC cladding, it's important that you use the right trims in the right places. We always start the installation at the bottom, and we start with a starter trim into which the first board is then fixed. You then fix that board onto your batten, nail it onto your batten, the next board comes down and covers the joint, and I'll show you that in detail in a second. At the edges of the installation, if we're just finishing off a cut edge, use a universal channel, which is just simply a U channel that we slide into. If you're going away and round a corner, there's a corner trim which has openings to accept the cladding at 90 degrees to each other. Where two boards butt up together, the boards are 5 meters long, so if you're cladding an area that's longer than 5 meters, you'll need a joint trim, and that's a standard H section joint trim that just covers the cut edges and allows for expansion between the boards. On the shiplap system, if you want to stagger the joints as opposed to having a straight line joint, you can also use a butt joint, which just breaks up the line a little bit on larger installations if that's your preference. At the top edge, you're normally finishing a top edge underneath a window or a soffit, and that's actually quite difficult to get the last board in. So what we do is we use a two-part trim there. So you fix the back of the trim first, then you fix the board, and then you snap the front cover of the two-part trim over the top. The final trim that we sell is the drip trim here, and you would use that over a window. If you imagine this opening as a window, the drip trim just allows water to run down the face of the cladding, and then it throws it out and away from the window. With the secret fixing of the board, you fix using a 30mm stainless steel nail into a batten. So there's the nail fixed into this lip of the cladding. The next cladding board then comes over and covers that fixing, so you never see any fixings. It's a secret fix system. When you're calculating how many boards you need, it's important to understand the coverage that each board covers, that each system covers. A shiplap board, 5 meters by 150, will cover 0.75 square meters, so 3/4 of a square meter. So if you're covering 20 square meters overall, just divide 20 by 3/4, that will tell you how many boards you need. On the V joint, on the 100mm, it's 100 millimeters by 5 meters. So each board covers half of a square metre, so just divide your total square meterage by 0.5, and again that will give you the right number of boards. When you're actually calculating your areas, what we suggest is that you take the height by the length, multiply the two together. If there's no windows or doors, add 10%, and that will allow you a little bit extra for cuts and wastage. If there are windows and doors, just don't subtract those spaces, and again that will give you that extra allowance for cuts and waste. If you're cladding inside a gable, i.e. a triangular space, the way to calculate the area is multiply the length of the two gables together, then divide by 2 and add 10%, and that will give you enough to actually cover the whole area with an allowance for cuts and waste. I hope you found that useful. That's just a potted version of PVC cladding systems. As always, if you've got any more questions, do please get in touch either by email or by giving us a call. And there's plenty more information on our website, www.pvccladding.com, including downloadable instruction sheets for PVC cladding. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.